got some. Oh, you need to turn that down. You got a backdraft playing. You need to turn that down. You hear me? Oh, yeah. You hear me? I still can hear it on yours. You need to turn that down. Oh, yeah. You hear me, Miss Dog? You hear me? I still can hear it on yours.
Yes.
You need to turn it off. Whatever you got. You got something to say. You hear me? I still can hear it on yours.
Yes.
You need to turn it off. Whatever you got. You got something to say.
Yes.
You turn it off. Whatever you got, you got something to say.
Yes.
Somebody right. Hold on. Turn it off. Whatever you got, you got something to say.
Yes.
Hold on. Okay. Is we straight now?
It's you. It wasn't me.
Yeah, it seemed like I had some more stuff going on. I had too much stuff open and too much stuff not closed.
I had to call you out on that one. That wasn't me. I showed you. Accountability, that's what we do around these parts.
I take that. How they say?
Please, I don't have any
How
time
they say
for
we got to start off over and right. This is Hood Talking. This is Mr. Knowitall. We had a little technical difficulties, but we back and we ready and it's on. And let's do this. All righty. How they say?
So for those that's coming on, Mr. Knowitall Cash App, if you would like to subscribe and share his information for Hood Talk, and his Cash App is available there if you would like to donate anything towards his show, his podcast. But we're here really to talk about, hey, Chelsea, we are here talking tonight for Petty Tuesday, and that we are. The subject tonight is, are we teaching young men and women to value relationships?
You don't want me to answer that, dude.
I want to hear what your answer is. Is it direct or indirect?
I don't know, because I think the first teachers of the children are the mothers. And
Okay, we'll take that.
do you think mothers are encouraging their daughters to get married?
I do. Some are.
When you say some, you talking about like over 50%,
Roughly.
over 50%.
Roughly 50.
Okay.
I wouldn't say over.
Is they encouraging to get
Are
married
they encouraging?
before 30?
No. The main a lot of women are teaching children to value, get that money, make that money, get your own, build your own, and they don't tell them too much about including a helpmate or being a helpmate to anyone until later years.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I can
So
understand.
that's the society we live in now.
Because when you look around, a lot of people uh, a lot of people got, two, three kids with no never been engaged before.
Okay. I can dig that. That's true.
So that means I think we getting encouraged by our partying culture sometimes instead of just a culture as the ladies teaching their child get money first, then marry if you can or whatever. So I can understand the being secure or whatever, but really, I'm starting to look. Is life really so secure for a lady these days? I mean, we go through and we say, "Oh, be secure. Don't get a
When you say
husband."
secure, explain in what areas are you saying?
Well, when I say secure, like having somebody that be your backbone, are women trying to get men to be their backbone, or they just saying, um, if you're available when I'm ready, I might choose you.
Well, hey, to be all honest with it all, security of the backbone of a man, that is not something that's being incorporated. You don't hear that often. You don't say, hey, get you a man for a backbone. You hear, get your money, get your career, build your dollars up so you can have and handle whatever you got. But just saying include a man in it in the beginning, we're not hearing that anymore. We don't get that talk anymore. So no, I will not say yeah to everybody. No, everybody's not talking about that.
Oh, and I wonder who we should blame that on.
Hey, from where the nutrient come from, majority of the time it comes from the mother. But like Chelsea said, she said nope. I think some of our parents failed us at that, failed us on teaching how to bond and keep a significant other. Because hey, once women find out that you can get out of it easy, walk away. It happens.
Yeah, I think I think women are starting to look at men like slave dragons, like men have had them on lock and was making them wash and do all these duties, clean up and all that. But do women even realize when they stay by themselves they have to do the same thing they have to do if they had a man? They got to clean up, they got to take care of their kid, they got to do all that. And a man enhanced that help. And I don't think most ladies even want that help because they're too busy trying to tell a man how to move. Like I've noticed lately, I've seen, younger people get in relationships and get married, and they get divorced because
People.
that now. But I'm saying they felt like they man should be moving a certain kind of way, and he wasn't moving how she wanted him to move. So she went on and got rid of him, thinking that a man is replaceable, just
But
like that.
in a younger age, you accept a lot more because of love and the affection you have is genuine. It's real. But once you get out there with experience, with having a lot of relationships and experience with having people in your ear, you're foretaking what they're telling you, the advice that they're giving. So
Uh-huh.
some women feel like maybe these people know better than I do and they take their advice.
Yeah, which
So a
they
lot of times your choices and decisions are made on what people think and what they say. But Chelsea said, but they also had a lack of resources and education on this stuff. They couldn't just pull up YouTube like we can. And also, I think our parents prepared us to be codependent or stay in a situation where we are unhappy. But it drove us to think we don't need a partner, which isn't true. And a lot of people don't. People feel like they don't need a partner, and people that don't be in relationship, they feel like what I have, I gotta split it with this person. So they have that fear of those two things. They
yeah,
have a fear of sharing, and they have a fear of just being committed to one because it may not work.
and they have a fear like they actually got a whole lot that 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 they gonna be uh
Splitting.
splitting. I think some of these women think they Rihanna around this thing. A lot of women think they Rihanna and stuff like this here because how they talk to men, and they talk to men like they don't love and hip hop. These are rich people talking to each other. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get on these reality TV shows and you think about these stars that done fell off a little bit and they doing whatever. They now they tell you all the time. People that reach down and jump on like love and hip hop, that because they don't have they lost their itch and they trying to get it back. I mean, they lost you know how like you was hot at one time and you trying to get hot again, and okay, this show right here, I might have to compromise some stuff about me.
For
But
exposure.
yeah, for get this exposure, and then I'll be back on top again, or at least I can make enough money during these couple of years of this show that I'll be all right in the long run. But I don't think it's really working out for people, you know, living like a reality show in real life. It's women running around here like they Rihanna and Carly B, and they talking to men like Carly B would talk to a man, or Rihanna or somebody like that, and don't realize these women are multi-millionaires, and they gonna act different, move different, and talk different, and the money got their head blowed up. And you at a job, and you might be working at a regular old 9 to 5 job. You don't have these same luxuries as a woman that's a multi-million-dollar hat.
So you
Got
saying luxury allow you to talk to men different? Is it acceptable, or you just said it just allow you to
really,
talk to them different?
well, I'm gonna say it's a reason why when a lady put herself in the forefront of over a man, that everything changes. Because like when you think about it, um, Denzel, Denzel done had a long relationship with his wife. How many times you heard Denzel's wife out here talking and telling everybody how she feel and all this about life?
Yeah.
Look at Ice Cube.
Her Laura Samuel Jackson's wife. They've been
Yeah.
together for 45 years today.
And Ice Cube. Ice Cube done been when the last time you
LL Cool
heard
J.
Ice Cube? I'm talking about they'll come on the show and they'll say, yes, baby, this and that, blah, blah, blah. But they don't go back and forth with a man like you see on these reality shows that have people thinking this is the modern woman now. And that's what's making relationships very different.
But if you went back to those people that were part of the reality shows and their
What up,
reactions,
Kevin? Go ahead.
and if you like, for instance, you remember Lil Scrappy's wife, Erica. You
Right.
know, her mother was on the show, so you saw the type of person her mother was and how she reacted to people. So you saw it didn't go far. Rashida, you saw her mother, and you saw how she reacted a little different. Although her mom was hot headed, you know, just feisty, and Rashida didn't react that way. So those were two different examples. You know, if you take just what your mom gives, just say for instance, they didn't put the father in the picture, but maybe she has a father in her life too, and maybe she got maybe her mode or her conversation pieces from her father instead of her mother, because her mother was real mouthy, you know, hardly like show respect or even towards her son-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you don't know the downside of what they face or the upside of what somebody else faced, but you can tell like there are some hip hop people that have this mouth, and you see their mom and how they react, so he was like, oh, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Right. And I just feel like it's a certain level of respect that we're not teaching younger generation to have for older generation. I think a lot of people been teaching kids to only respect their mom and daddy. Don't worry about nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
And once the pandemic and all that stuff came around and people actually had to babysit their kids themselves, they realized the monsters that they have been raising. When you had to sit at the house with them all day and all was not, you understand what kind of children you were raising. See, the people that couldn't stand their kids and were trying to ship them off the hill, this and that shows you a lack of what you was putting in them, the respect and all that. Because now you can't even stand the ones you raised. You feel what I'm saying? Like when you want to get rid of the ones you raised, then that tell me a little something about what you put in them.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it's just like anything. When your child do good, everybody love when they child just doing great, and
Right,
you want all the praise for your child doing great.
right.
But do you ever want the same praise when your child end up locked up or doing bad or out here robbing, stealing, shooting? I done heard ladies get on the news and say, my son, he might rob, but he wouldn't shoot nobody. You be like, what? Like that, like this what you came
Like
on
that's
the news and
okay.
said. This what you came on the news and said. You know. So let's catch up on some of these comments.
Chelsea said, and it's easier to leave and not do the work it takes to keep a relationship. It's easier to say, I'm not about to deal with this, than to communicate and voice what you need from your relationship.
Yeah.
A
It's
lot of people don't
easy.
face.
It's easy for everybody to say short text because everybody feel like that they can do better. They
Yeah,
feel like everything can be upgraded.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
But guess
listen,
what?
like
But
we
guess
said
what?
before, options. When
But guess
options
what?
will hear you will try and work in what you got.
Watch this. Guess what? Everybody can't afford a Bugatti. Everybody want a Bugatti. Everybody was not. You can't even take a Bugatti. Most of the people that want these expensive cars can't even take it to the mechanic shop.
Right.
The mechanic shop
Who's
is
driving
your
it
rent.
for them?
is your rent for 5, 6 months. Just
Okay.
take me to the mechanic shop. And that's what it is with relationships. People are trying to upgrade them. They're trying to upgrade themselves out of what they worth. See,
Mm-hmm.
somebody don't even realize what your worth and how you move. What's your vices? Uh, you know what makes it so bad? I think the worst part about it, you'll see somebody and they'll have that they can smoke cigarettes, weed, drink, they can do all that. And then they'll look at a dude with a 6 pack and say, ooh, I want a man just like that. But this man sacrifice, this man probably don't eat certain things. He don't drink nothing but water, and he do all this. And guess what? Soon as he start trying to impede what he is on you, you ain't gonna like him no more. Soon as somebody that you thought you wanted start impeding how they got to where they are, when he start trying to make you exercise with him every day, you gonna say, nah, player, you go ahead, root, root, root. Go ahead and do that and holler at me when you get back. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Right.
Like Chelsea said, Snoop Dogg and his wife, these are people that held it together.
Right. And people got
Walk
to
away.
realize Snoop Dogg wife is a special breed because the stuff that she done dealt with, the conversations and all this kind of stuff, and still stick by him and not want the spotlight, that is a special woman. Kimberly in the house. Check out the links and stuff. You got the pillowcases and all that good stuff. What's up, Kimberly?
Good evening, Kim. Kim. Naomi says, speak, my brother.
I'm trying. And don't forget to like and share. It don't cost nothing to like and share. And don't forget to subscribe. Okay.
Chelsea said, once we stopped allowing the village to correct our children, then everything went downhill. Nobody wants another adult to correct their children anymore. And that is so true.
Yes.
You used to be allowed, you can spank little Johnny when he's acting up. But nowadays, you better not put your hands on him.
And you know
Little
what makes
brother may bring up some fire and his mother
and guess
at
what?
one
And
time.
if somebody try to straighten their chin, they will go out their way, get their gun, go up there and tell them, "Oh, I kill you. You say anything to my child or this and that." That stuff done got so toxic. I
Yeah.
mean, people try to tell your child to do the right thing, and next thing you know, his house shot up that night. You done got your little boyfriend Ray Pookie and all this
Not the
little
Ray
time
Ray and the Pookie.
that go shoot up the man house and everything because your son was doing wrong. I mean,
Right.
when you sit back and watch your son walk in the house with guns in their hand, walk in the house smoking blunts and stuff like that, are you really proud of what you raising? Would your great grandmama or whatever be proud of you?
Mm-hmm.
What you raising, what you doing in front of your kids. Like we don't have no respect on what we do in front of our kids anymore. We cuss, we fuss, we smoke, we drink. We used to make kids go to their room, this and that. People don't care no more.
Yeah.
And we got to get back to the point that we caring about something.
Mm-hmm.
Black people done got to the point. Well, I'm gonna say people in general done got to the point they don't care what they do around the kids. And we steady talking about the kids our future, but if we acting so bad and they watching us, think about it. You only is people don't realize the first thing they'll say is who raised you. When they
Right.
see how bad a child is or how messed up a child is, they look for their mama. When you go to school and they know a child real bad, and it's
Mm-hmm.
parents teachers day, they be sitting up there saying to themselves, I bet you the mama is like this here, the mama is like that there, stuff like that there.
Mm-hmm. Leona said prayer is definitely needed all over.
Yeah. Well, prayer, how we do it with that thing, prayer without work is what?
Dead.
Oh, okay. So, pray time is over. We got to get to work, and we got to work on these children because we can pray all we want to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't actually put nothing into these children, it's 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 we going we we getting now what we deserve on the last 10 years what we've been putting in the kids. We've been out here telling the kid, do what you want, live how you want, don't listen to rules, make your own way. Oh, everybody's right. Oh, live life how you want to live it, and you live life how you want to live it. And now the world going to hell, and now everybody, oh, these the last days. No, if you don't start raising these children right, okay, it's the last day of you because dudes like me, all we're gonna do is do just like the youngsters do, buy more pistols and be like John Wayne out here. And that's just how it gonna be.
Yep. Pretty much. Pretty much. Chelsea said this cast is sad because it's affecting their upbringing. Yep.
I agree. What is that? What Chelsea said. Right.
Okay. That part.
Village gone. Gone. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you another thing. The village is gone because we uplifting the wrong people. The hardworking man is not getting no respect. And the man that goes and sit around, smoke the blunts and play their games and don't do nothing around here, they getting all the respect.
Mm-hmm.
They can run around with a big pistol and they getting respect when you should say, why are you out here in front of my house with a gun in your hand
With this old gun.
or a gun hanging out the back pocket or whatever and just looking like a thug? I look around and I kid you not, it's women around here looking more thuggish than the men.
Oh, Lord.
And this don't make sense. I run around, you sit up here and you say, how the kids going so bad? But then you watch a mama in a car with 3 kids in there, one of them in seatbelts, all the rest of them jumping around, and she up in here doing this and singing a whole gangster song and eat my coochie and just sit on your face song and thinking the kids ain't gonna pick this up.
Right.
Come on, man. Once I seen, I love to see growth in people because I remember, just going around, just being around different people and just seeing grown women, break down and start twerking in front of their children. What are you teaching your children?
Right.
Your children are watching you act more childish than them. When are we gonna grow up?
Right.
That's the problem. When are we gonna grow up? We're still running around here like 15-year-olds and 16-year-olds, and grandmas don't even want to be grandmas. Grandmas, I told a joke the other day. It's sad when 25-year-olds and 45-year-olds competing for the same meal.
Wait a minute now. Did you say what?
Yeah.
You said 25 and 45-year-olds are competing
for the same meal. Tell me I'm wrong. Huh?
You sure it's not the men that's seeking younger women?
But listen, the older women, you know what I'm saying, should already have men.
Should, yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Right. So if you letting the old man go or whatever, okay, if you go to a car lot and they got new cars over here and they got old cars over here and you just got rid of a car, what car you going to look at?
I'm sure the new one.
amen. So a lot of people use and abuse car over here. They got all kind of issues, troubles, and this and that. Men look at it the same way. Why I'm gonna go get an old car? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I'm back out here and I'm fresh, if I'm fresh, why would I go get an old car?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That I already got some rusted bolts and some issues that as soon as you get it, you're gonna drive for a minute and you're gonna end up in the mechanic shop every other week or this and that. Right?
Right.
And that's the same thing with trying to start over with an older woman that don't want to be molded. She who she is, and she don't want to change. She said, accept me for who I am.
And that's it.
And guess what? Guess when a woman decides to change? When she lose her man. That's when you see women get in the gym. Oh, I'm doing this for this and that and that. No. If you were so confident what you were before, why you ain't stay like that and get a man? You know you was already out of shape, out of the game and all that. Now you want to lose weight and all this, and now you back out there trying to catch a man, right? Huh.
Like that.
Because you know you got to at least look like a new car. Ain't that right?
I feel you. I understand what you're saying.
You're going to clean it up, do some body work, and paint it and make it look real good before you put it out there. Because if you just put that old car out there, they're going to say, nah, let me go over here. That look like that thing that's going to ride for many years to come. This
Right.
is going to break down soon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, man. And people don't look at it like that. I know I'm a little rough around the edges when I say certain stuff. I know it triggers people sometimes, but I'm just the messenger.
And then we all have all these churches on every street in Jackson. What are they doing to help our youth?
Nothing. Because you know why? The church don't have freedom of speech no more. And that's when I stopped going to the church, when I stopped hearing the preacher talk about, see, the preacher back in the day used to chastise people in the room. He'd be like, you know, he'd talk to me, you joke around and like this here, and no, it's not. Yeah, I'm talking to you, little Ray, and this and that. Y'all need to get yourself together, this and that. I talk to your mom, we're going to get y'all straight. And that's what used to be said.
Yeah.
The church, the pastor of the church wasn't scared to us now. Now, let me tell you how much church that became a business. They'll fly somebody out from South Carolina to be a preacher at your church and don't know nobody in there. He got to get down on the name here. You ain't Ruby. You was he's doing a what you call it, like a kind of like a dictionary on your life around there. He's learning. He getting with Sister Betty, and they telling who all died and who's the mother of the church and who's the one that you better not cross or you'll be preaching somebody else next month and all that. But that old pastor wasn't scared of the front row women. That old pastor used to tell everybody what's going on and what's going down. And he wasn't scared to lose his job. He'll be like, hey, I can go.
Right.
I know you, Sister Betty, and we ain't going to be talking behind each other back. I remember when pastors used to talk like that.
Yep.
I hear y'all whispering and all that. Pastors used to talk like that. And he'll confront you right there in front of the congregation.
Yep, he would. Because then he said, I was just saying this. It takes a village, but where's the village? They gone.
Guess what? Because it's individual. Sometimes people, the worst part about it is sometimes we don't even like our neighbors. How we gonna have a village or a whole street that supports each other when we don't even like We
Yeah,
don't
we
even
don't
like
even conversate with the people
two
next
people on
door
our
to
street. Everything is garage up, pull in, garage down, or cameras all around. Keep your kids out of my yard. Keep everything
you.
out of my yard. Don't do this. Don't. This is how we live.
Right.
So, I mean, we just got to realize that this stuff is sad.
Yeah. Chelsea said a lot of women are jealous of their daughters, but they ain't ready for that one. Oh my goodness. That are they're living their lives of their children through them.
You said, let me see. Yeah, because they competing for the same man. See, when you listen, when you raise a daughter and your daughter get 25, so your daughter look like a brand new car, and you looking like a hoopty, and you go out there in the world and you trying to compete with your daughter. You more naked than your daughter is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And this man out there, and if he want a legacy, or if he looking for children, he got to think like, which one gonna give me children?
Right.
Which one gonna listen to me? Which one gonna not argue back and forth with me? Because somebody that I already dealt with these many men and already got a certain kind of way they feel about men and all that. So that ain't gonna work.
Right.
So
That's true.
that's the biggest problem. A lot of stuff just not gonna work. Okay. Let me see. Let me get back over
Chelsea said, like they be so hard on their daughters, but not their sons. Once the daughter starts maturing and developing, they see them as competition. That's because they made their daughters their best friends most of their life growing up.
there. And they
I,
taught their
I don't
daughter.
know why grown women be saying little children are their best friend.
Yeah, and then they taught the daughters the game. But you also taught your daughter that you are the competition.
Mm-hmm.
Because guess what? Oh, my little one, my this and that. And then once the daughter grow up, now you getting mad because, like we were saying, now 35, 40-year-olds looking at your daughter instead of looking at you.
Right. Then how you take that?
Right. Now you like, oh, these old men looking at my baby.
Yeah, perverts. You already know that's how they
Yeah.
gonna say it.
But guess what? You never say my daughter is over 21, my daughter grown. We never say that.
Mm-mm.
But you mad, that ain't nothing but jealousy. Because just like I explained it, what woman would go to the car lot and see used cars on one side and new cars on the other, and both of them the same price? Which one you get?
Right.
Both of them the same price. And
Mm-hmm.
matter of fact, sometimes the old cars, people want more money for that than a new car.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be trying to tell you, oh, Joe gotta do this and do this and do this for me. Oh, if he ain't paying the rent and he ain't doing this and doing that, and a young lady like, um, get my hair and nails done, I'm good.
Right.
And he ain't going through all that because she ain't been tainted with all that extra stuff that you've been tainted and think you got. I'm gonna have to go there. Some women around here think they got stripping pussy.
What that mean?
What I'm saying is, some of these women think they got better coochie than women that sell it every day. They be sitting out here acting like they marketing they stuff. Like when you tell a woman, oh, when my boys get on here and talk about the now that fought and all this old type of stuff, like these women will get on here talking about, oh dude gotta give me $500, 1,000 to get this coochie. Where you ever seen coochie sell for 1,000 in the hood? Where
Mm,
you ever heard this? These folks think they in Las Vegas. It don't even say it like they're in Las Vegas.
mm,
In Hawaii. And these are professionals that sell it and they ain't getting it. Getting that type of money for the so it's ladies that actually think, oh yes, my stuff is like a weight in gold,
mm.
and that's the problem. Okay, let's get on this subject. Let's get on this subject. The first one. Why are we together? See, on the relationships, that's the first thing people got to realize. Why are you with this person? What are your plans with this person?
Right.
And that's what ladies have to understand. They got to start teaching their daughters at a younger age. Okay, if you with a man, what do you want? Do you want to get married? Do you want kids with a man? Do you want a legacy? Do you want to raise your children with a man? Or do you want to just a sperm and have your babies and go on by yourself and willy nilly?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's happening. A lot of women saying, I just want your sperm. I don't want you. Because I ask ladies all the time, do you want to get married? No. But if you ask them, do they want kids? They'll say yes. So women want kids other than marriage. They
Without
want,
a husband.
right. They want the ring, but they don't want the husband.
A lot of people don't even want the ring, they want the wedding.
Right. They want the wedding and then they gonna throw them back to the wayside. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
like a lot of women would say that they want certain things knowing that they really don't.
Mm. Just said it sells for that much on the other side of town.
I'm just saying, man, this is Petty Tuesday, and I got to keep it real. I got to
That's
keep it real, cause we got to understand that you know you're overpricing. You know what I'm saying? You overpricing. Like I hate to say this, but when we think about old clothes or anything on the when you go to shop and they got some old clothes or something and this and that, or if you go to Salvation Army or what's name, what them clothes go for?
that's a question.
I'm
What do you
asking.
mean? Like a price?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Just throw a wild guess. Like if you go and you get a
Maybe,
sale,
maybe they sell them like garage sale. That's why maybe they call it Salvation Army. You get it at a discounted price. So maybe half the price of what it originally cost.
uh-uh.
So we'll just go with that.
Salvation Army, them things $1,
Uh,
$2. Hey, look,
about
and
that.
what I'm saying, and what I'm saying is when them shirts and all that stuff was new, when they were first bought, what you think they went for? $50, $60 sometimes, right? So if they
Okay.
done dropped all the way to $1 because they old and this and that, what we saying when a woman feel like they can get older and demand new prices from men?
Hmm. So you gonna say it's old? You can't give no dollars.
Well, I'm just saying, like, people are demanding brand new prices for older vehicles. Brand new prices. Same price. Same price. You was, and that's why I say that older ladies are in 25-year-olds in competition with 45-year-olds because older women running after chasing after young men now.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. Chelsea said, now we comparing women to shirts. They demand more because they're more established, maybe.
When you say more established, what do more established mean?
Elaborate, Chelsea.
Because if she's saying more established because they got a job and stuff like that, men don't care about a woman's money because he's never gonna get it. That ain't what a man go in a relationship for. Is for, you ever heard, if you hear a man talking about more about your money, he either bum or he a pimp.
Hmm.
If he wants you to take care of him, if he ain't got no that he's gonna get out here and do this, you got to think about that. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you know, so you got to ask from the get go, why you know are you together in the first place? Boom. Next one.
Do we even like each other? Do we like each other?
Right. See, a lot of ladies, when they get with men, they don't even like them.
Mm.
They like a dude was telling me the other day. Now, matter of fact, shouts out to Mike Townsend because he a good comedian. We was talking the other day, and he was talking about when he was young, and he said that he had fixed up his car, and he said he knew the woman was trying to get with his car, not him. You know what I'm saying? But he a comedian, you know what I'm saying? So we was out there, we was tripping out and stuff, and talking about it. So shouts out to Mike uh, Comedy Club, and he was so true. A lot of women would get with a man because of what he tried, what he was wearing, and how he looked.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? I
That's,
remember a lady a long time ago told me one time, she said, I said, what you look for when you looking at a man, this and that? And she said, his hat and his shoes. And ever since then, I've been having nice shoes and a hat. I don't know how it happened.
because you wanted her to kick you. Choose me. Look at my hat. Look at my shoes.
I'm just saying. So when a man think about that, why you think all these men running around here trying to buy joy?
I
Trying to
guess
buy
because they want
300,
nice shoes.
300 for no, it ain't because they want nice shoes. They know women like nice shoes. And that shoe represent something to a woman that he might have some money. Or he might have it going on because he got $200, $300 shoes on his feet.
I
See,
think some guys just like shoes for themselves. I'm not gonna put that all on women.
well, it comes, no, let me tell you something. Men would walk around barefooted and women said they like barefooted men. I'm just saying that.
Okay,
If women said, "Oh, I like a man that got his feet done and his feet look nice, and I give him anything," I
Mm.
guess best believe all feet will be out tomorrow in flip floppers, done. Y'all had to slide over at the Korean shop because men will be right there trying to get their nails done too, their foot done. We say, "Ah, man, I'm gonna get out here," but they're just how it is. Women control the market on how men act, and Women got to start taking accountability on the type of men you have chose.
Well, I agree on that.
We all blame the man once we get to an age and we done been, dealing with this, that, that. But we don't never say it was my fault for choosing this drug dealer. It was my fault for choosing this Jody that I already had 4, 5 children before he got to me, and he gave me 3 more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a proven fact. They said 50%, 51% of men are single and childless. So what people don't realize is if 80% of women are chasing just the top 20% of men, it's a lot of men out there that don't even have ladies, don't have children.
Right.
Believe me, when you go and you look around and you can Google stuff and this dude's out here with 300 kids and this dude's out here with 10, 15 kids at a time. What
Just
about all these men with one child or no child? What about all them dudes?
mm-hmm.
Don't nobody look at them though,
Yep.
because we just look at what we want to look at. We you see a man with his pants hanging off. You see him with tattoos down his neck, down his eyes, and this and that. And you say, "Oh, that is so attractive." But do you ever say, "I want this man to help me raise my child to be a good man"? Do you ever look at a man before you have sex with him and say, "I want this man to be the man that helped me raise my child to be a great contributor to society"?
No, not when you thinking in other ways. You just thinking what you can get for them a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, there have been a lot of oopsie daisies, just like that.
So I think this is one of them hard hitting subjects that a lot of people just really don't know. They really don't want to talk about it like that too much. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard for people to accept their mistakes. That they accept that yes, I did choose wrong, and it's just like I'm gonna tell you, when it become the men choosing wrong, women are good to tell a man how that it was his fault. Like if a man catch a case, become a felon at an early age and get no good job or this and that, they easy to say, well, if you hadn't messed up when you were young, you would be able to have you a good job. But do anybody ever tell women, if you hadn't had babies by that man that you didn't even like, you just met at the club, you might have a good long-term relationship with a good man that could have came on and married you and everything. Y'all could have had kids if you had just held yourself and just stayed with this one man.
Yeah, we take accountability to ourselves. We just don't make an announcement.
Yeah, but I mean, think about how people die when he make a mistake. When men make a mistake, oh, they get in him. Oh, he ain't take care of his child. He was this and that, blah, blah, blah. But do we ever say, well, all these good men out here, these tech guys, the what's name? Because I go to their houses, a lot of men that got it going on around here.
Mm.
But the reason they ain't with some of these ladies because as soon as the lady don't have time for them because they got to try to get their kids situated and this and that, and the man ain't got time to work around her subject. Men with means and got themselves together ain't got time to work around your baby daddy problems or your baby issues, stuff like that, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you ain't gonna attract them kind of men. So guess who you gonna check? The same Tyrones and Pookies. And then you can't get mad. You can't get mad when you're in a vicious cycle because men who got themselves together don't want to be a part-time guy. See, a dude that work at night and I mean work in the morning, or say a man that get up early in the morning and go to work, get himself together. He might get up at 5:30, 7:30, this and that. He ain't got time to wait till all your kids go to sleep and all that before he come over. Because he's sleeping. You understand what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Like people will actually feel like men need to wait till 10, 11 o'clock to come over to run over to your house and spend a couple of hours or so, and then run all the way back to his house and go to sleep. You feel what I'm saying?
Some do it, but I understand what you're saying.
But gonna have him late for work or barely getting up or unrested, tired, and all that. Why? Because he reduced himself to a booty call.
They do it, and you know it.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, I understand. But guess who the men that can do that kind of stuff? The men that don't have to wake up at a certain time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember being the street dude, and said, hey, I can sleep till 10. You know what I'm saying? But when you don't live that life no more, or you ain't that dude, like these dudes that getting out the street and getting themselves up and this and that, they don't have time to stay out to 12 and 1 o'clock to play around. You feel what I'm saying?
So it's better to get us an entrepreneur. Is that what you're saying?
Entrepreneur got to get up early too. Everybody got to get up early. That's actually trying to do something with their life.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying we don't have. You just said we don't have to worry about dudes. Dudes can't get up. Be up at any time. They got to go ahead and get it in.
Got to get them Pookies and Ray Rays. They got to put in work.
Okay.
What you think?
Ain't nothing wrong with it. I can agree. I can attest.
Did we read that one?
Chelsea was like, she said she's not sure why she put the question mark on her last statement, but that was the only thing she could think of. She said, dang, that's something to think about. I just be thinking about what they can deliver in that bedroom. That's what most people do. You don't think about the outcome of everything that you deal with all the time.
Right. Because if say, even if you're a good person, if you don't judge the other person, if this person is toxic or just or in and out of jail or just not a good person, do you really want to have kids by this person?
Not if you thought about it, but like Chelsea said, a lot of times you get in those situations, you don't evaluate everything that you do.
Right.
On those little nights where you just want to be your nights, you just do what you do and get on down. So we just don't think about it all the time. That's all.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that everybody does or everybody doesn't, but not all people think about the consequences of their current situation.
So you have to realize that you need to like the other person. So
you
we need
to like the person.
Now, a lot of people don't have like the person that they have children with.
I'm just saying the person that you be with. I'm not saying the person that you have children with. That's different. If you're trying to be in a relationship with a person, you just have to like the person that you're trying to be in a relationship with.
Okay, listen to yourself. But you mean
I said not with children. You don't have to like the person that you had children with. You just was
no. I'm saying
into them at that time, and it happened.
No, I understand what you're saying, but if you don't like the person and you go make children with it, I mean, what that say about you?
Like I
Like a
just
man,
said,
like I'm saying, like a man sitting there here thinking about this. Like you talking to a man and you telling him that you don't like your baby dad. Like men actually listen to women. When you don't like your baby dad or you don't like you like, well, why did you get with him? And
because a lot of things.
go
There
ahead.
have been people you've been with that you don't care to be around them or with them anymore because you have developed and understand their standards and their morals as a person. Even people that maybe you've had a child with, if you don't care for them too much now, there has been something that happened that changed. It doesn't be like this person, once you meet them, they're going to stay this way forever. Everybody you don't meet do that. Everybody isn't 100. So no, you can't hold nobody accountable because if they don't continue to like that person that they were with. You can't do that because a lot of times, people grow different. You may be growing the wrong way, and I'm thinking we growing up and you growing the opposite of up.
Yeah.
So hey, you can't hold nobody accountable. That's just like holding a mistake over someone's head. You make a mistake, oh, I made this mistake. You learn better, you do better. So just because a person went through this thing with this person, you can't say, oh, you made a bad decision because you chose to lay with this person or you chose to kick it with this person. You can't say that. That isn't fair to anybody because nobody always just stay the same. Something happens to make people change all the time, including you. I cannot possibly say that you probably was the same person as you were a child. Only if we were probably saying bad because we were talking about your bad childhood. But I'm just saying, we can't say that you were the same person when you were younger as to in your adulthood. Just like, you probably did work or moved a certain type of way at a younger time in your life, that you move different now. It's called growth. And if your growth is different for the person, if they don't like who you changed into, you can't fault the person if you decided to change. And
Right.
sometimes your change could be for better, but it's not for the better for the person that you're with.
Right. And that's why I think dating is probably so important. And like I said, getting to really know a person because
Do
I think,
people date anymore though?
nah,
Right. So what do you mean?
no, I mean that don't mean it's not important.
Yeah, I
You know
agree.
what I'm
It's
saying?
important,
Like,
but
like,
people don't choose to
I
do
don't even
that
think
anymore.
I don't even think the whole part of dating important. I think the part we got wrong now is men are not venting men for women. Like men know men better than women know men. So a
That's
man,
true.
no, I'm saying a man can come, like say you were dating somebody, right? And
Mm-hmm.
you brought them to me and you said, I want to know if this is a good man. Can you see what you see? You know what I'm saying? And kind of give me what you think about him. And another man can be around a man and he can know, like a man that really, got your good well being in hand. You know what I'm saying? He'll be like, nah. Or he'll say, yeah, he all right. He gonna take care of business. He seemed like straight up dude that'll take care of business. So I think back in the day, we had men, husbands and stuff like that used to come and used to vent men for women because women ain't good pickers of men because we got to look at it. Men can see through other men a little better than.
Right. A dog can identify a dog, or a cat can identify a cat. Literally. Really. We can. Men, and you know how men rock and roll. We don't see it. Just like we know women. We know what she want and what she about to do. We don't even have to know her name. And I'm sure guys can do the same thing with other men. I guess it's just
Mhm.
the male nature or the female nature, for us to understand on each
Yeah.
side.
Just like,
Not for shade or anything. I'm just saying it's just true.
yeah, yeah. the same as me. Look, Lord, really though.
Oh Lord, look who's in the house
I'm
tonight.
just saying. I'm just saying. Okay, let me go to the next one. Boom.
What do we both want?
Uh,
Good question.
and that's a great question because I think in a lot of cases we don't really know what each other want.
No. You know what you know what we want in the beginning. We get that thing, and see what's up. So a lot of times by doing it early or getting into the bed early, that puts you in a different perspective of what you want.
Right.
So a lot of times men may think, hey, this may be my sheet girl. I don't know that she really gonna care for me and want to be with me. And women, we come sometimes like, oh, I don't want no relationship. I'm just doing what I do.
Right. So you have to be careful what you say in the beginning because you will end up like this. Boom.
End up like what?
Read the next one at the bottom.
Are we on the same path in life?
Right.
Okay.
See, sometimes because you don't mess around and say what path you're on, like people who want to get married, they need to speak up and say, hey, I want to be married. I want this. I want that. And don't deal with people that don't want what you want.
That part, and you shouldn't.
And if you don't really set that standard that what I'm saying that if I'm going this way, like say a man might say, well, I'm looking for I want to be say a dude want to be a councilman or he want to be the mayor. First thing he got to realize his woman can't be a woman that move with the streets because everything she do gonna be judged in a kind of way. So why would a man that really want a woman and he want to move up in the world or he want to be somebody and he see her on her story smoking a blunt and listen to gangster music and with her gun in her hand and want her? You feel what I'm saying? So
Somebody for everybody, but okay.
That's what I'm saying. But how you dress and how you acting, when you put on your rainbow colors and this and that, don't be surprised if you attract a Tech 69. What's his name? Takashi 69. Don't be surprised when you attract that type of dude. Because that is the vibes you getting off. I ain't never seen a business dude or a dude that wore a suit and seen a girl with 2-3 colors in his head and said, oh, that gonna be my wife. I ain't never heard a man say that. And I done been around a lot of men. And I ain't never seen one dude seen a girl with a bunch of colors in their head and said, man, that gonna be my wife. I ain't never seen a man say that. And people wondering why they sing because they don't care what a man think. They only care about their truth and what they want and how they feel in that day. If I feel like 5 colors, I'm doing 5 colors. If I feel like 3 colors, I'm doing. Oh, I'm feeling a blue today. I'm feeling a purple tomorrow. But no, they don't never put what they got on them to attract the opposite sex. So no, we are not raising the kids to be on the same path with a man. Because guess what? Sure. If you got a man that he got blonde hair and he got different color in his hair, he might like that. But a man that never had color in his hair in his life, and he don't even like that kind of stuff, and he's a more straight ahead trying to get a certain place, you got to understand that you got to move a certain way if you want these type of men. And the fact that you moving like you just attracting people that just got out of jail, that tells you about yourself. It don't tell about the men out here. Everybody always saying, oh, the men is always, what are you attracting? They say you attract you pull bees with honey, flies with shit. So what the hell is you trying to find?
Hmm.
If you're looking like you, I mean, if you're a woman tattooed like you're in a motorcycle gang and you get a gang banger, don't get mad because that's what you wanted to attract.
Mm,
How you carry yourself, what you put on you is what you're gonna attract.
I feel you.
When people go hunting and they put on them black bright colors, that's because they don't want to get shot by somebody else because they moving in a camouflage suit and they know without that vest on, somebody might pop a cap in them because they think they are animals. So,
Just like
just like that. Hold on. Hold on. Uh-oh.
ain't nothing wrong with a little pipe. What you talking about?
Oh.
See, look at you.
Well, I mean, hey,
Mr. Bailey said that's why I deliver and rolled out after.
and people don't realize if you move in a certain kind of way, you're gonna have to deal with certain type of men that can deal with how you roll.
Right.
You can't be sitting up here, you know, dressing like you going to the club and going up in the church talking about you looking for a good man.
Mm.
You can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You're
Mm.
gonna attract what you presenting yourself is. It's just like if I go and put on a police suit and walk around Jackson, people gonna think I'm a policeman, right?
Right.
So why do women think they can put on a stripper outfit and think they're gonna camouflage them as a good woman? You know what I'm saying? Like women would go and put on some 7-inch heels, a skirt right above they thigh, um, see-through shirt on with the breasts hanging out, the bra showing and all that, and would say I'm out here looking for a good man. No, you not.
Mm-hmm.
You
Sure
look
is.
you attractive men, but a good one is not one of them. And if he is a good one, he want the same thing all the other ones want. Just some and bye bye.
Mm.
Because you got to start carrying yourself a certain kind of way to attract something different. And it's just a hard reality that we have to teach the younger children about.
Okay. Chelsea said, but does everything that we do have to attract a man? Does everything that men do to attract a woman?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Everything a man is to attract woman. When he watches Kevin Gates with his pants hanging off his booty and all that, and all the women screaming, he trying to dress like Kevin Gates, he trying to put his tattoos like that. Then you got another man. If he trying to attract a good wife, he wearing the suits, he wearing this, he's exercising, he doing everything he can to attract a certain kind of woman.
Oh wow.
He's moving. He's buying a car. Everything else is attracting a certain kind of woman. When that dude pull out the cutlass and it's bumping down the street, he know he ain't getting a lawyer type wife. When he pull up beside a woman in an Audi, he know he ain't finna get the number. But he might try anyway.
I don't know now. He might.
But you understand what I'm saying? And
I
guess what?
get your
She
point.
get If she get him the number, she get what she get because she saw the red flag pull up. It was shaking her car. It was bumping and shaking her car. She already seen the red flag. So all I can say is when you look for certain stuff, Don't be surprised if you get it. Bam.
Okay. She said, right. So, did we have a good support system? I can't say everybody did. You had some that you were taught along the way, right? So when you're taught along the way, you be detoured, and it doesn't always come from what you were instilled or what you were taught. It can be from your mindset. What you want to do.
Mm.
Some may just be rebellious. Mike said, "My woman needs to have whole and stripper mindset in the bedroom, but cook in the kitchen." You're gonna be a satisfied in the bed, hungry dude. Cause y'all said stripper stuff is the best. So hey, you're gonna be satisfied in your bed and you're gonna be hungry. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like this here. Everybody don't want the same. You feel what I'm saying?
I hear you.
So what Mike's saying in so many words is he can take care of. He don't. You never heard. You ain't heard no man say anything about a career woman. He can take care of himself, and if he had to, he could take care of a woman. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So what he's saying is he want these certain, maybe these certain qualities that gonna keep him happy.
If that's what it takes to make you happy, the bedroom, then do that. Do whatever it takes to make you happy. And I hope you keep longevity with that and hope you can hang in that area. Chelsea said, "My man gonna get this $7 nightgown from Walmart and bun it and be happy." Ah,
Listen, Linda. Listen. What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you
Okay,
oh Lord.
we had to get that out the way because I, I understand because sometimes when you've been with your man so long, he know you, you know him, and it all works. It all works because long as you know what to do with that $7 nightgown and bunny, it gonna be all right. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
all men don't need the same thing, don't need a whole lot to be happy. So we got to realize that a lot of men don't need the same thing. A lot of men are different. Some men want, how they say, a stripper and this and that in the bedroom. Some men turned on by a good girl. It just different strokes for different folks. You know what I'm saying? But back to the support system, I don't think um mothers are really on their children and telling them, settle down, get married, do it different than mama did it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these women that's chasing careers, they up and still chasing careers at 50. These women right now steady chasing a different job at 49, 50. So what you call a career? Because last time I heard a career was a 20, 30-year job that you can retire from, stuff like that there. So when you out here talking about you chasing a career or chasing a bag, if you changing jobs every other year, you could have did that being married. You could have did that with wife and kids. I mean, with kids, men put their women through school and everything all the time once they get in and get the kids and the kids get old enough to go to daycare and whatever. That ain't but 2, 3 years. There's 3 years a woman can stay at the house 3 years and let their kids go to daycare. And then if you do it like that, she could get, like now, they got a lot of jobs. You can work from home. She can raise the kids and save her money, her check at the same time at the house. But the women ain't thinking like this. It's sad to say, but women are talking a good game, but women are not thinking on a thing where they feel like, yeah, that was you. You got to start doing like me. You got to put that thing on silent for you.
I know, right?
Read that.
Michael said a lot of women so damn so-called independent wouldn't know a good man anyway. Too busy doing her thing. Oops.
Yeah.
Some of us, yes.
So people got to realize on that. A lot of people don't know, they running around talking about they independent and I don't need no man. And hey, another
self-made.
right. And guess what the next thing is? Do our family like each other? People don't realize when you get in relationships, like you got to choose a family, a good family, because y'all gonna get intertwined. This is an intertwinable family. Then that's how kings and queens and all that. That's how they married their daughters and sons off. They chose a good family with understanding, with powerful, and that's what it was about, connecting with another family and coming together and making the family dynamic stronger.
Mm-hmm.
So marriage, what people think marriage is, it never been about that. Marriage was never about love. It was about duty, responsibility, and legacy. So it was the duty for the man to be the protector, provider back in the day, and it was the duty of the woman to provide him with offspring so he could have a legacy and to take care of them to a certain age.
I get you. But a lot of times you have family members that doesn't like the person you date at all. So what situation does that put you in? Do you not date the person because your family don't like them, or how would you handle that?
Well, it goes back to Papa Smurf.
I'm ready to hear this. Let me hear what you got.
Well, the reason I say that because the reason I say it goes back to Papa Smurf because we can say what somebody don't like, but it used to be where the father used to do a lot of the picking. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like the father used to pick the what's name for him, so it wasn't a whole family had to agree upon something. Anytime you got too many people trying to agree upon something, long as Pop used to be the ultimate picker of a husband. And when we grew up watching TV, even just back in the day, just think about Bad Boys. When Will Smith and Martin showed up at the door and looked the boy up and down and told him my daughter better be back here at this time and a man, I always said no man might not be good enough for my daughter, but one day that man gonna meet the right man and respect that man and say, this man right here, I trust my daughter in this man's hands.
Okay.
Because your daddy ain't gonna be looking at it and say, oh, I think this man might cheat. No, he gonna think, will this man take care of my daughter for the rest of her life? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not thinking about what he doing out there. Is this the right man to take care of my daughter for the rest of her life? And then that's what a man is judging another man on. Not
Okay.
his not his 7 to 30 minutes of pleasure somewhere. Judging him on the 23 hours and 30 minutes of the day, other than anything else. Can he take care of my daughter?
Mm. Oh Lord. Mike said, my family is crazy as hell. I'll be lonely, unmarried motherfucker if I went back to that type of stuff.
I'm just saying,
But you know, no, I understand what you're saying. That
Mhm.
fathers will possibly give their insights if they were in place to help their daughter choose a person.
Right.
I'm just saying, you as a man, just say for instance, you're dating and your family didn't care for your significant other. Then how would that place you as a person? What would help you make the decision on being with the person that you choose to be with? Will
It
you
might
base it on if your family care for them, or will you base on what you and this person have?
not.
How
I'm
would you work it?
now, one thing I'm doing is immediate family. So I'm worried about what my mama and daddy think. Not my cousins, not my nieces, nephews, or none of them folks. My mama and daddy. If my mama and daddy say it's okay, it gonna happen.
Oh, okay.
You feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
if both of them tell me, nah, I'll play them,
Mm.
ain't gonna happen. And I'm
Oh, well.
just gonna trust that between, even if I give my parents, say I'm 20 and my parents 40, and if I'm giving 40 years of experience on both of their heads, I'm giving 80 years of experience telling me something, a 20-year-old man, and they telling me, nah, this ain't the right move. I'm gonna have to go with what my parents say.
Mm.
And it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. You feel what I'm saying? Like if they sit up there and say, nah, but guess what? One day you're gonna bring the right person home, and your parents gonna say,
That's the
that's
one.
a keeper. That's a keeper. And that's the one you're gonna have to keep.
Okay.
No matter what your mind say in your mind, you got to trust that people that love you got
Will
your back.
take your feelings into consideration of what you
They
got going.
know you, and they know what type of person that you might need in your life. Everybody ain't made for everybody.
Okay.
But one thing, your parents raised you 20 years or whatever, they know the type of person you are and what type of person it might take to deal with you.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't give this a chance. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
why I say you have to add the father in it with it, because mothers sometimes don't act with um insight, or just really, because I done seen mothers let, you know, uh, dudes spend the night at their house, and then and that has had standards. Ain't no
Yeah.
dude coming over here spending the night. He's a bum.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Any dude that want to just lay up under you and your mama, you know what I'm saying? Like the girl and his mama, that means he ain't out doing his thing. You feel
Right.
what I'm saying? He ain't got time. You got to be out there doing your thing to actually be able to uh, be a follower. You know, where you can lead a woman in the right direction,
Right.
and that ain't happening with you trying to lay up under her and her mama. And that's just simple, because, like I told before, a man is doing real bad if he laying up under you and your mama or something like that. He's homeless. This is the last step. He'd already got thrown out of his house with his mom and dad, and now he coming moving in your house and to make your life a living hell.
Right. If you
Ain't
allow.
mess around and plug you up and make you a baby mama. So you got to think about all that at the same time.
Mm.
Yep.
Well, I
I say
understand.
that part. Did we? Okay, okay.
Yeah, we did.
What up, Marcus, the bartender in his house? Another dude that is not scared to say what he mean and mean what he say.
Mike said, "True facts. I drill my daughter husband shit. He had to be on his shit before I give my heart away to him. So
Right.
hey, you in her life to make that decision or help her, because I'm sure your word or whatever you had to say played a great impact on her decision.
Right. People don't realize how much men love their daughters. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they want the best for their daughters. And see, it's a tragedy when a mom try to separate the daughter from the man because men have and let me tell you something. Sometimes the reason this happens because a man can see that the mama is not putting the daughter in a good place.
Right.
And he's getting frustrated because he has no say so on what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So then when his daughter turn on him, he feels betrayed by the mama and the daughter because he wasn't put in place where he could give her good advice.
Right.
You know.
You see me say, head to the no, to the no, no, no.
Tell him the topic so it wasn't.
He said, "What's the topic and why haven't I been a guest on the show? I'm about to start reporting you." Well, hey, you can join at any time. The subject for tonight is, are we teaching young men and women to value relationships? And at that particular point, when you joined in, we were talking about, in a relationship, does the families even like each other? So we were elaborating on that part.
Right. Okay. What he said. Yeah. He have no excuses because I did him just like I did Pat yesterday, and I already sent him an invite so he could jump on the show and whatever he gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't let people call me out like that. Yeah, you can just jump on the show. You know what I'm saying? If you
Mm-hmm.
got something to say it. How they say it?
Say it with your chest.
Say it with your chest. All right, there it is. The next
How did we meet? And why are we still together? So that's the question. So how did we meet and why are we still together?
one. Right.
A lot of times you can meet on the street, but if it'll work and if that's that person for you, you're gonna stick it out. You're gonna stay together.
Yeah. A lot of I'm gonna tell you, I think a lot of ladies don't realize men are gone out their lives or after they done fired a dude or this and that. People don't understand how because you wasn't able to something. The reason you mess around and had bad outcomes ever since you left this man alone. You will leave a man that you was madly in love with alone because of whatever you think he did, cheating, talking to a girl, inbox, anything. But tell me this, why? Why is it that easy for somebody that you say you love and care about? Why is it so easy for you to leave? Because this new social media said if the man ain't doing what you ain't loving you how you deserve to be loved, then it's time to short text. It's time to leave him alone because he
But
ain't
that
for you.
means you was just kind of in love on the one side of the way you felt, if you didn't express to this person or come to some type of agreement or conclusion to develop a different type of love or even to work out a love type of way, then hey, that's your loss. A lot of people make those decisions. They're not always the good decisions.
Right.
We got to know that part.
And I agree. So how did we meet and why are we still together? Now, what keeps people together? That's what I want you to break down. What keeps people together?
Communication. If you don't talk about it, how you gonna even know you even like the person or even interested in the person? If this person gonna know what you will take and what you will not take, you know what this person will take and what they will not take. Sacrifices. You gotta get to know the person. Communicate. You gotta communicate first. Almost like you gotta not almost like, but you have to get to know the person first. Mike said, "You are your daughter's first love, and she's going to model her husband after you. Uh-oh.
Right.
After her father, and son do the same, model their wife after their mothers. Okay, because I know my son has him a great Leo." He said that piping rabbit.
Yeah. That's what keeping it together.
That's what keep them together. That piping rabbit. No, that's what keep them coming, not the together. People that stay together mutually want to be kept.
Right.
Right.
And that's the thing. I think this is this is where like I feel like church can I feel like some ladies can be rocky roady if they not focused on something like in the church or with a religion or something that calms them down. Because a woman has to have something that calms her down to make her say, I'm gonna stick it out with this man from thick and thin. Because a woman will leave a man quick if she ain't have the church or somebody to help her stop.
Oh Lord,
You don't think so?
no.
You don't think a woman can leave a man quick?
Yeah, I know that part, but I'm just saying, you saying the church and stuff. You got to have the mindset. You got to have a mindset of what you want. People have to want to settle. When the options are there, then hey, the options are there, and it's up to you if you want to stick it out or not. You already know you can play switcheroo at any time you desire. But if you don't have the mindset or to want to be there, then you don't have to be there.
Mm. So, do you think? Do you think? I think women want to get around like men. Now.
What does that mean?
Like I hear a lot of women saying, men can do this if they can have sex with this person, that person. What's wrong with women doing the same thing? Do you think this the wrong mindset for women to have?
Yeah, because I wouldn't want to work like a hound dog or nothing. But hey, women just feel like if you can do it, I can do it too. We got that mindset now. Just
Right.
like they say we can build houses, but I ain't building no houses. And don't ask me to cut the grass because no, in the summer I am not gonna cut the grass and the snake crawl across it. Then I'm done. Certain things I'm not gonna do because I'm a girl and I don't do everything. But it's some people that feel like they can go toe to toe with what men do. They can do right. See that part. And what Mike said, that pipe. Mike said, I ain't never seen two broke people stay together.
I have. I done say two, Crackheads walking down the street holding hand. You know what got them together?
Got the best love. That pipe. The other pipe probably not even interested or nothing. That pipe
Right
does
there.
not even
I'm
connect.
gonna follow you. She probably said, I'm gonna follow you anywhere, baby. So guess what? Only in our culture that two broke people can't seem to stay together because they don't want to come up out of it. See, sometimes the woman always want the man to already have himself together before she get with him. Okay, so what he needs you for? If you can't help him get out of the hole, if a man in the hole and you can't help him get out of the hole, what he needs you for if he have to get out the hole by himself?
Mm.
That part.
Well,
So people got to realize that.
She said, nah, I done seen two broke motherfuckers be happy as fuck together.
I'm telling you now, I done seen it.
If they weren't broke together, they got broke together, and they stayed together.
Right. And they might have came crackheads together. We ain't going nowhere. And I done seen, I'm gonna tell you, reason I know that, because I remember a long time ago, it was this lady, and she was in the streets doing something, she shouldn't be doing, her and her husband. But unlike other, street ladies, this and that, even when her husband wasn't around, like say if she came to the corner, whatever, she always held herself with a certain level of respect that she wasn't gonna do whatever to get it. You feel what I'm saying? Like she wasn't gonna, lower her standards or cheat on her husband to get what she wanted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I say
no speeding or splitting. Okay, I get it.
When I sing that, I understand that we do have certain people, it don't matter what they do, that they have a certain level of respect for themselves that they not gonna do certain things.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Zena is laughing at that pipe.
Yeah. All right. What we got next?
Are relationships the only thing that matter? So you get with somebody. Are you getting with them to say, I'm in a relationship? I got a relationship. You ain't doing nothing to keep this together, to make the fire burn, to keep it going. Barely, it even got a flick to it. So are you just in this to say, hey, I'm in a relationship? So are relationships the only thing that matters to you? And some, yes. And some, yes.
So what you think about Chelsea? Got a question for you.
Chelsea said, I got a question. So what is the difference between good pink sleeve and bad pink sleeve? That is not for me. That's for you.
That's for me. Okay. Bad pink sleeve, good pink sleeve is the one that help you get money. Bad pink sleeve is the one that gets you put in jail, locked up, your windows busted out your car, your tires slashed, and your house shot up.
Oh Lord, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so good
basically
is only about money.
Basically, what I'm saying, no. Basically, what I'm saying,
okay.
Bad pink sleeve might get you killed. Good pink sleeve might get you up, and it might be an asset to you. Like that, what she's saying in so many words is what is a good woman versus a bad woman.
Okay, no. Well, let's take it from the woman perspective, because I'm wondering, like, some say, oh, I go in this is good. Physically, we talking about feeling, not emotions, not tie, not business, not build up. We just talking about the sleeve itself. So if you go in this sleeve,
Well,
is
you
there
just
something to tell you I'm going in here and this is good, and some in here that say it's bad? Or is it the action that come with it? What makes it good sleeve and what makes it bad sleeve other than the smell?
okay. Go ahead, read that.
Wait, no,
No, I
you
think he was answering a little bit of that too.
okay, he's answering. He said, okay, Bill, if you have a man, if a man has every quality that you want, but that pipe you staying or bouncing, I'll stay. We can get past that. There are things that could make me okay. We can invite other things in.
So the difference in good sleeve, pink sleeve, and bad pink sleeve, and you saying in a sexual way.
Yes. Is there a difference?
Um, it might be. I think most of the time when I just think about bad pink sleeve from the door, I think about smell.
Okay. All right. So that's it. So
I
it's
I
not.
think you can work with it. I think you can work with all the other stuff, but smell you can't get past. you know, okay.
Chelsea said, right. You can be a good man but don't have good sex, and you can be a bad man with good sex, and that is so true.
Or you can be a
Or
good,
you can be a man that think your sex is so good and it's not. Then what? Do you tell
or
the man?
or it could be opposite. You could be a good man with good sex and a bad man with bad sex. I'm just saying because guess what? What made you bad wasn't just your size or your penis or whatever, whatever.
It's not. It's what you do.
Right.
It's what you do.
So what I'm saying is a bad man can also be a man that don't know how to lay it right either. So
It's
hey,
somebody that has some good stuff that's size wise and don't know what to do with it. So it doesn't matter. It's what you can do to work it out. And I'm not lying, Mr. Bailey. I'm telling the truth. If this man had all the qualities that I need, see, if you would have called me maybe about 13 years ago, maybe that will probably be a different story. But, I've gotten into the mindset where that thing is not that of an importance like that, where I'm trying to go in life or be in life that is going to overtake me to lose out on a good man and good qualities.
guess what?
I'm
Now
in a better place.
I want you to read this so I can answer Chelsea question. Statement right here.
Chelsea said, I think that's why some bad men are put on a pedestal because stereotypically that's what they say about them. The bums be having the best peeping.
And and
I've
and
heard that too.
but see, this the problem. This the problem. It's not that the bombs have the best ping ping. They have the most time and they willing to put in the most work because they got nothing else going for themselves. When you don't work and your whole life depends on hunching and trying to make a woman feel good, that's all he's thinking about. It ain't the fact that the man that's the good man can't make her feel good. It's that the other man has time. Like when you watch YouTube videos and other videos, when the man catching his woman doing something, usually it's because he at work and he worked too hard, and that's the first thing that you don't give me enough attention. You work too hard. I don't. Okay, well, you go live your life with this bomb and holler back at me in 5 years, and I'm gonna see where you at, and I'm gonna see where I'm at. You know what I'm saying?
So will you wait while she go and play?
I wait to talk to her. I'm not messing with her. I'm just saying.
Y'all silly.
Bam.
Chelsea said, "Ping ping is making me laugh so hard." Ping ping. Oh, my bad. You mean pipe.
See, men ain't usually say ping ping.
Eggplants.
Okay. Next one at the bottom.
Okay, the next thing. Be a master in what matter, not what your past holds. Hey, that's for Mr. Bailey. Why you saying I'm lying? You have to be a master in what matters in life. So it's more to life, I feel, than sexual desires. It counts, but I ain't say it's the most important thing. So hey, what matters in your life, that's what matters in your life. So if sex is what matters in your life, then that's your life. It's not everybody's. But like I say, if you have all these great qualities and this man cannot get you there, there are other concepts that can take place to make it happen. And that's when the communication comes. He's this great man with these great qualities. He can listen to me. Right. Cause what you got to say? Cause he sure being real quiet right now. I'm with you.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
He's being real quiet right now.
I got to listen. I got to listen. You
Oh,
know,
okay, he taking notes.
I'm taking notes.
Okay.
Not just notes. Oh man. Bam.
So are relationships determinal in your growth? Detrimental to your growth? Yes. Are relationships detrimental to your growth? It should be. So do you think it's detrimental? Like it's important?
Um, I mean, like I say all the time, the the most important thing that you're gonna do in your life is find the right partner. That's the most important thing that you're gonna ever do in your life is find the right partner to roll with. If you don't find the right person to tackle life with, that might be the biggest mistake, especially for a woman, because men know once they run out of money and all that, the streets are calling for you. You're gonna be out there being a bum on the street, no money, this and that. Women don't even understand what homeless is yet.
No, because if your relationship becomes detrimental to you, that's not good. If it's a situation where it's gonna bring you down, you don't need it. You don't need it.
Mike say
Like,
he's a master in that pipe.
okay, there you go talking. Mr. Bailey is for the streets.
He cold. She belongs to the streets.
No, he's for the country.
Got him. Got him.
Mr. Bailey said he delivered like you. He said UPS or FedEx, so he gets around. He got that Stevie J sauce.
So I mean, Sugar just got to understand like um we can't minimize the significance of your partner. A lot of people will not realize how greater influence or the partner that you chose have helped you rise to your point. So when I hear a lot of people saying, I outgrow somebody or this and that, when you back to square one, when you leave somebody and you back on the single market 4, 5 years, why did you leave that person again? You don't even know. Some people just leave people just because they ain't moving like you want to move. You shouldn't want a man to feel like he moving exactly. Oh, I like ballet. He don't like ballet. I decided that I need somebody that's willing to go to the ballet place with me, and this men don't do certain stuff. And women shouldn't understand that men don't um might not want to go to see the ballet or do certain little things. I mean, you got men that'll go support, but you shouldn't push it on a man. Like I remember one woman, she divorced her husband because she wanted him to go outside and throw the football with her son. See, this is how you get so intrigued in what happens on TV and stuff like that. Like, man got off work and you want this man not to come in, have a seat, rest, this and that. You want this man because your son got a lot of energy to go out there and toss the ball with your son. But guess what? You didn't go out there and do it. So what about that? We so busy trying to push the man to be the perfect man. We sometimes start realizing that we not near about the perfect woman that we trying to portray we want the man to be.
So what was wrong with maybe him scheduling another day when he didn't work, maybe to throw the ball with the son, other than maybe he probably came in from work tired. So that'd be a lot of things in relationships when you minimize your partner's emotions or feelings, or you say, "Oh, it's not that bad. You shouldn't overreact like that." You're minimizing how they feel.
Well, let
And
me
just
tell
like you say, the person going to the ballet, you minimizing that he don't like the ballet, but I'm not thinking about how he actually feel about going here. I'm minimizing how he feel because I feel like he should go.
and I feel one more thing. Just like you said about him rescheduling, some men don't even want to throw a football. Some men don't even like football. And you should know the man you married before you married him and thought because you want your son to play a sport, this and that. If you want your son to be this famous football player or this and that, see, a man probably realized, I'm gonna tell you what men realize. We realize if our child ain't got a certain level of drive, he ain't gonna never make it to the professional level or what's name. We can see it in there, but a mother, she just see my son want this. And this man say, if we ain't going all the way, I need to teach him how to survive in the real world. Get you a job, rake some leaves, do some man stuff around here so I can teach you how to be a productive man that society where 95% of men gonna be. It's probably only 5% men gonna be in this upper echelon thing where they're gonna be football players, big CEOs, and all this old type of stuff that don't carry hard work. And everybody else is in this hard work, a different kind of a zone. And I think women feel like they done watch stuff on TV. Oh, look at that. It'll be so sweet to see them outside, me looking out the window and seeing them throw the ball and bonding. And okay, if you want that so bad, you go out there and throw the ball with them.
Well, just say for instance, if football will not be your thing, that's not something you want to do.
Mhm.
Okay, she didn't probably know that in the beginning. Everybody doesn't know everything about you once they meet you. Choose something else that you guys could probably do together, because if you're with this woman, this is her son, then you're in a relationship with him too. So it isn't just
That was
about you
his,
and that woman.
no, that was his son.
Oh, that's his child too.
That his son
Okay,
too.
well, just choose something else that you guys could do together other than throwing the
But
ball if it's something you don't want to do.
it was too late. She
Okay,
had
well, that was
already,
her loss. If
she
she
had
lost
already
the
what?
number of
And you know,
football, it was detrimental anyway.
guess what? Guess what the man did for a living? He worked at the post office. A good mailman that sat and walked all day delivering mail, and then when he get home, she expect him to go outside and go to tossing the football around. I mean, women don't even see a woman can go and sit in one spot at a cubicle. Every time I watch a woman's story or she taking a picture of her in an office or setting or something, she got cubicles and desk drawers that let you know she in one place most of the day, sitting in still, this and that. Man running out here and he's doing all kind of hard labor, this and that. When he get out of work, you start telling him what he should do as a man. No.
Well, what if he was a counterman at the post office and he was
What?
working the counter? What if he was working the counter, or what if he worked in the cubicle of the post office? It doesn't make any difference. If he was just tired and didn't want to throw the ball, address the issue.
Well, the issue is if she wanted it done, she should have been out there the one throwing the ball if she wanted it done. See, the issue is when you want something so bad, and you see, sometimes we live in this dream fantasy world that, oh, I want this to be like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want this to feel just like I seen it on the movie. Because he had a nice house. They had a nice house, the cars, 3-4 cars out there. And she left him because, throwing a ball.
It had to be more to that. It
Well,
had to be.
what I'm saying,
throwing the ball, not throwing the ball.
What I'm saying is, you know, I used to do a talk show, with this lady a long time ago. And she was a good friend with me and my partners and all that stuff when I first started doing the talk show a long time ago. And she actually said this. And when she said this, I said, wow, you left your man because he didn't throw the ball. She didn't say he had a little pee or he wasn't. Women will leave a man for absolutely crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Well, to you, it was probably crazy, but probably to them,
Yeah, but I bet you right now, I bet you later on in life, sometimes these ladies kicking themselves in the tail after they realize they done left good men. And then guess what? Some of these men go off and get married and live whole happy lives. And she's so mad and this and that. And he done started a whole nother family and all that because she didn't realize that she couldn't play her part and let him play his part. See, when you start telling a man what you do, that's an unbalanced house. When you start telling the head of the house what he need to do. Because guess what? If it was the other way around, he said, once you get in there and wash them dishes, instead of telling me what to do. See, that's when everything get all tricky then. Oh, what you think of my housewife? Do you think that's all I'm good for is to wash dishes and have sex? It'll be a whole big thing with that. So that's why women shouldn't go around trying to tell men exactly what to do. Let's catch up with these comments.
Chelsea said, I was just about to ask that. So is it true that you don't believe in growing apart, Mr. Knowitall? Do you believe in growing apart, Miss Bella? Once your relationship becomes detrimental, does that mean that you're growing apart? Yes. Detrimental mean harmful.
Or it means one person is growing apart. See, one time, just like I said about that dream world, sometimes the next person ain't they got a way in their head that this relationship should go. Even though the relationship had been going fine all this time, but they feel like, I should have a 3-car garage by now. I ain't got but a 2-car garage. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have 3 cars though?
I always said that I was gonna have me build me a house.
Mm.
It's ladies that done left men because they didn't get that right house, the right place in the world that they wanted, and everybody ain't gonna. Let me tell you something. When I see people put up that, when they do that little thing and they tell you what you're gonna be in 2022, 2023, and it show all this money, and then it show a 2-story, 3-story house with 3 cars around there and all that, and it show all this what you're gonna be doing. I just laugh because some women actually bite into that.
Yeah.
They actually believe this. Let's read some of these comments.
Mr. Bailey said, I deliver better than UPS, Amazon, FedEx Ground. Marcus got me into ground business. Uh-oh. You better expand your services. Chelsea said, because I think both partners should compromise for one another. Like, say, for instance, if your woman is not into sports, but she watches the game with you, that's compromising for her man. Shouldn't the man do the same?
Yeah, I think men compromise to a way, but see, I went to the extreme because I said ballet. See, some men they might go to the ballet once, twice. They ain't gonna want to go every week. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't nothing that a man want. He'll be like, I can be putting extra hours in buying her some new ballet shoes or whatever.
Mm.
There you
Mike
go.
said, I always made time for my kids. Never was tired to do anything with them. Too tired to do anything with them. I feel you.
But then you got to find the right man that does that
That's
because
that's like that. So apparently he wasn't for her anyway.
he wasn't a mailman; he's a delivery man.
Chelsea said, and maybe the mother sees the son and father needs to bond more. Nobody is leaving their man because they didn't want to throw a ball outside. Maybe the father isn't initiating bonding time with their son. So I was just saying, that's the same thing I was saying. I was like, it has to be more.
Yeah, but it's still saying
So she said she actually left him because he wouldn't throw the
right.
ball with your
And
child.
let me tell you another thing.
That's amazing.
No, let me tell you another thing when I think about that. You know the movie Fences with Denzel Washington in it?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember that scene where he said, I ain't got to be your friend. I put a roof over your house, clothes on your back. Yeah. He said, you think I do that because I love you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, people don't realize all the stuff that this man is doing for him. He's showing he's a provider. He got a house over his head, cars to drive, stuff fixed, all that. That women want Superman in a plastic bottle where they can just break and say, whatever I want you to do today, I want you
Show
to
up and show up
do this
on
for
time.
me. Bam, come on. I want you to be a magnificent basketball player. Pow. I want you to be a magnificent talker. Pow. I want you to do all this. And that's the problem. You want a man to be everything to this child. And sometimes you just got to take him to football practice.
Yeah, let the coach take care of everything.
Right. Let the coach show him how to throw a football with his other people that's young like him. The man might be old, don't want to be, got bad knees. He ain't got time to be running back and forth trying to throw ball with his son.
Mm,
He might
okay.
want to do something else. He might want to show him something different. You
But
know,
listen, I'm saying this can't be just the first time she asked him and he said no. It had to be repetitive or something. I just can't see her divorcing him from one time asking him to throw the ball with the son and he said no. It has to be more to the story. I just can't believe that somebody is that simple and petty that will cause the end of an entire relationship unless they were already out the door. It's more to that story. I would love to hear.
it it might be more and She married now, and I think she a little preacher or something now. So she probably wanted the cahoots of the relationship anyway. Because when I see women becoming pastors, I think they have a lot of that manly spirit, wanting to run stuff. The reason I say that because I was watching preachers of Detroit and preachers of LA. When the women was the pastors, they had a certain kind of, you know, follow me. I know the book, and the book say I can do this and I can do that. When truly in the Bible it say women shouldn't preach. But we don't go back and we don't contest none of this stuff. We just roll with it because guess what? On the other side of the book, we'll find some in the book that say, "Oh, they go a little open and look at that say." Then I think they got a meaning that women can preach. Just look at that right there. What else see on another page is say, "No, women should not preach. Women should not even read the Bible at one time."
You said the key word at one time.
Yeah. So what changed? Well, they changed the times where you could do this at this time, but now you can.
Old to New Testament.
Okay, well, let's say about
Well,
marriage.
just like now,
No, let
baby
me
used
ask you.
no. Let me give you an example. Baby used to be born with their eyes closed. Baby are born now with their eyes open. Time changes. It brings about a change. That's in the Bible too.
Okay, and then I'm gonna say this, just like we having trouble with certain things, like they used to say in the Bible or in the book that you should be a virgin on your wedding night, right?
It didn't say we should be a virgin on our wedding night, but it said if you commit fornication, and that is sex without marriage.
So is that a bad thing?
According to the Bible, yes.
All right then. So why are women still saying the Bible is their favorite book if they're not living by it?
Well, there are some things people don't live by, so that's on the person. So we can't be judging them on what they do.
Did you read
And a
this one?
lot of times you wouldn't know what people do unless they tell you.
Oh, you know, you can see it on the story now. Okay, go. Did we read this one?
No. Chelsea said, I also forgot that men do what they want. She said, and also don't forget that men do what they want for the women, people that they truly love. He may get with another woman and throw the ball outside with her son without that woman even asking.
I agree.
So,
I agree.
yeah.
Because sometimes it's not how you say it. I mean, what you say is how you say it. So, her trying to boss him around or something might have didn't fly well with him. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody trying to tell you how to raise your son. So it could have came off wrong. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
and with growth, maybe he grew a little bit and had more time and did something different.
Chelsea said, all we want is a man that provides, protects, listen, and be attentive to us and the children and deliver good ping ping. Let the church say amen. She said, now that woman can preach if she wants to. You heard Chelsea, right?
She said, "Now that woman can
Preach if she wants to. But
Yes,
it didn't say that women can't preach. It just said, let a woman learn in silence and with all submission, right? And then it turns around and it said in another part about don't permit the woman to teach or have authority over a man, but to be in silence. So
right,
when he's in charge, you let him be in charge. You just be in silence. But it's not saying like put a muzzle on your mouth. You don't have a say so.
right."
So it's just saying don't have authority over men. So
And
that's
when
why
we was
that.
even when we was coming up, when men was talking, women wasn't allowed to interrupt.
Mm.
Now a woman could see a man talking and run right there in the middle of the conversation and say da 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 da.
Right. They just don't do it anymore. I'm telling you, time brings about a change, and it does. So Mr. Bailey said, where that at in the Bible? It
Hmm?
doesn't, like, I just corrected it. It didn't say women can't preach, but it just said women should, be in silence and be submissive, type of thing. He said, let's not do the Bible thing. Are we living under the new covenant? Okay.
Well, I feel like this here. If people actually say, well, okay, we can't actually say that because, like, even when we say living by the Bible, we know now that the Bible was wrote by man and not God. It's just men that was inspired by God.
Right.
So I say this: if somebody wrote a book now and they was inspired by God, will we live by it the same way as the Bible?
Yeah, they doing it now. A lot of people
I
live
ain't
their
one
new book. Oh, I was just about to say it. Stop attacking, okay? Calm down. There was a book that came out, The Purpose of the Driven Life. That was a new thing that's supposed to give a new concept on how people supposed to live and their drive to be better people. And people start rocking with that. It don't take much for people to jump onto a bandwagon of something. Look at Facebook. Facebook has taken over the world. Everybody's into Facebook. They even doing church services on Facebook now since the pandemic.
right.
So whatever comes, people jump on that bandwagon. It's called the ways of life. That's how we do it. Brings about a change. So Chelsea said, I don't do that because my thoughts, may slip my mind. So I got to go on and say it. Well, say it. Okay.
Yeah. And when you get choked, don't get mad. Just say what you're gonna say and take that choking like a woman. Okay.
Right. Mike said, yep, I have that book in King James as well. Okay.
Hmm. Which one you think the best, Mike? I'm gonna ask that as we read that next topic down there.
Okay. So we're talking about anger, attacking, pouting, silent treatment, excuses, justification, or explanations. Oh, are these do's or don't of the relationship? I'm asking you.
What?
Anger, attacking, pouting, silent treatment, excuses, justifications, or explanations.
I
Are
just
these excuses of relationships?
I just think that's all comes with a relationship.
Okay.
You
Anger,
know,
attacking,
all
pouting.
that comes with a relationship, but I think how we handle it makes the way relationship either work or don't work. Like all this stuff gonna come. You're gonna get angry with that person from time to time. You might attack the person. It might not be. It might be a subliminal attack, or attack like you kind of saying something and they kind of know what you mean by how you saying it. Pound, of course. Jokers gonna pout if they don't get their way. Sometimes silent treatment. Somebody gonna shut up. Oh yeah, you know it all. They might say, "Yeah, you right. Shut up." Whatever. Excuses, showing up late or whatever, or oh, I forgot this, I forgot that. But they handling their business on the time and schedule. But when it comes to your business, it might be excuses on how some of your stuff, justifications on what they are doing. You know what I'm saying? They might justify everything they doing, but then downplay what you doing. And you get in explanations, it just sums it up itself.
Mm, I can't say anything.
You say still King James more.
Chelsea
Uh
said,
oh.
Oh, with the silent treatment. Let me know if y'all need some pointers. That means you've been practicing and doing this for a while. If you're an expertise on the silent treatment,
Well,
you need to
well,
work on that.
like they say, as you grow, you better learn how to grow with
Communicate.
communication because silent treatment might might keep you silent, but it might make somebody else open their mouth and start talking to your man. So you better start talking to him. Don't talk to him then. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just next one.
Sarcasm can be passive aggressive for comfort.
Go ahead. Explain that.
You know how you will be sarcastic with, someone like, like you feel like you feel like the moment you can make a joke about something that is not so important to you, but you can poke fun at it or be sarcastic with it when the person is serious. Like, hey, you doing this and I don't like it. Oh, you don't like this. Oh, okay, I like it. You're being sarcastic with it, but they're actually trying to communicate with you. It can be fun or lighthearted to you, but it may be offensive to the other person. It can kind of be a little disrespectful. The things another person may communicate and feel passionate about, it should not become the foundation of another person to make a joke of it. So, sarcasm can it can hurt a person.
Yeah, like minimizing their thoughts or something.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, people don't
Just,
love confrontation.
just said that $7 gonna reel him back in.
Oh, Lord, the one from Walmart.
Right.
Oh, wow, you working it, girl.
Mm-hmm. They gonna take a little more than that $7, player.
Yep, sarcastic, like you're having an indirect
I bet
reaction to
you
something
she
somebody say.
loves being sarcastic and petty. She said, "Damn, I'm starting to sound a little narcissistic." Wow. Ah. So it's wrong for me to be like, "Fuck your feelings."
Right.
I'm just saying.
See? Yeah, that's kind of wrong.
I say
It's
last
downplaying how the person is telling you how they feel.
last subject. How you gonna go with it?
Don't use shutdown statements when you are hurt. It's fine. Nothing's wrong. It doesn't matter. You're right. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cause that can that can have somebody to tune you out with that. It's fine, nothing, it doesn't matter. It
Right. They
it
already turned their hearing aid off. They're not listening.
I mean, I think when it get to the point that somebody's shut down statements start telling you, "Oh, you right," "Oh, it don't matter no way," this and that. That's some stuff that you really have to work out early because that can become a bigger problem.
Yeah, it can make the person feel devalued without you even knowing. With not resolving the issue. It's not resolved because you shut down. And yes, I was a shutdown person. I'm getting better. I'm getting
Read,
better. I used to be a shutdown.
read what Chelsea said.
You know damn well it's wrong, Mr. Bailey. We need help. So I guess these last three subjects were for me because, geez, y'all calling me out. Yep, you don't want no resentment to build.
And saying
Resolution
F
take a
you
back seat, and
is
people learn to stop trying to discuss anything to resolve the issue, and that's the problem.
a great shutdown statement for somebody to shut up and get on down too. Because I think it might hit differently both ways. Like I think if a woman told a man, fuck you, this and
That's
that.
just like, do you?
Yeah. And I think if a man tell a woman, fuck you or this and that, I think
Do you?
she might figure out a way to either get back at him.
To F you for real.
Right. So I
Without you even being present.
right. That part.
Hmm?
Just when you tell her F you, just remember don't kiss her for a couple of months.
Once. Okay.
Every time she get ready to kiss you, make sure she brush her teeth and everything. Cause she might be tuning you out for real. Okay.
Chelsea said, I do ask my significant other what he thinks I should change for the betterment of our relationship, though. I do strive to better. Good. You better.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. See, it's comments like that that makes life a little better in this world.
Oh.
Ah, okay. Let me see.
He said that's the delivery stop that day.
Right. And believe me, it gonna start from somewhere else. She gonna have two delivery trucks stopping by that house there after that. But how we say? You got anything else to add on that?
No, sir, I don't. I'm good.
Well, I got to do like we do. How we go out. How we go out.
How we come in, we must go out.
And always remember that we'll be back every Monday and Tuesday at 8 o'clock. So you got to remember that every Monday and Tuesday night we're gonna try to have a fire subject to get it cracking. So remember, next Monday and Tuesday, 8 o'clock until we're gonna be doing. Yeah, she going with DHL instead of. Good night, Zen, Miss Hubbard. And good night, Chelsea.
Good night, Chelsea. Good night,
Good night,
baby.
Michael Bailey.
Good night, Mr.
Don't
Bailey.
forget to like and
share.
share and subscribe so we can get this thing out here in the world. And how they say?
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes. Look at you.
And
All right. I thought we were jamming.
like they said before, it's time. How long? You ain't got to go home and you ain't got to go to sleep, but we got to get the word up off this show tonight. And we'll see you next week because the rest of the week is full of work. Nothing but work for us working people. You know what I'm saying? So this is Mr. Knowitall and Miss Bella, and we will see y'all next week.
Next week.
Monday and Tuesday. And don't forget to like and share. Peace.
Good night, everyone.
All right. See y'all later. How they say?